Yo, the monster that brings you victory. Guess what, everybody? That's right, that's right. Your boy, Chris Blackthorn Harris, Exodia the Archetype, which I call the monster that brings you victory. Let me say this right now. Before we start, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started with this video. It is time to duel with the monster that brings you victory in more ways than one. How? Because the monster that brings you victory is called Exodia. Let me point out the reason why this monster is called the monster that brings you victory. He has more ways than one that brings you victory in any fight, baby. And you're wondering, how does this monster bring me victory still? I would like to know that. Because it's the monster that brings you victory. Do you not understand this? Ever since, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ever since it was shown up in the first episode of Heart of the Cards, Exodia was the monster that the Pharaoh, aka Atem Akhenaten, summoned against a possessed evil Seto Kaiba. Told this boy that his father have no weak pathetic cards, but he had the power of Exodia. Exodia Obliterate. You know what that means? God no! And not only that, if I was to describe Exodia, I would say he must be the fourth Egyptian god card. Why? Why? What monster you hold in your hand and claim victory? Automatic victory. There are many forms of Exodia that says Egyptian god card. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm not. No. Because it says, okay, I summon Exodia. Guess what? Obliterate. I bet you he can go toe to toe with the Egyptian gods. Toe to toe. He can go blow to blow with Obelisk Tormentor. He can learn how to lay down the smackdown with Slife for the Sky Dragon. He learned how to burn the lands with the Winged Dragon of Ra. And that says a lot. I mean, come on. Winged Dragon of Ra, Phoenix form, obliteration of his attack. What? I mean, just think about it. Because, see, in more ways than one, the only person who control a monster like this is the Pharaoh. Anybody else, he gonna destroy them. Like he did with that real hunter from Battle City. All heads up with Exodia, gone. And they learn how to roll. I ain't gonna lie to you. It gonna happen one way or another. You think a real hunter is gonna control 5 pieces of Exodia? No. But like I said earlier, his attack says Egyptian god. A monster that brings you victory in a fight. In a duel even. You know what? With the chant from Ra and with Exodia, hello, it says it all. Poor Exodia. He was never recognized as one of the greats. I'm not talking about Muhammad Ali. Chill. And it says support. But what support? It's an archetype in the series. The Forbidden One Exodia, dual winner. Rated Archetype series, signature move. Action. Activate from hand. You know what that means? Egyptian god. A monster that brings you victory in this fight. I don't know what to say anymore. It just makes me mad knowing that people think that when it comes to duels, you gotta hold the one monster that says it's crazy. Especially one of his cousins. I ain't gonna lie, one of his cousins. Well, I'm gonna call this the brother from another mother, well, not no other, because Necros has some Pacific traits to Egyptian god. I mean, come on, people. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Bring it back, bruh. Because the guy who introduced this Zodiac Necros was the man known as the stepfather, the godfather, and the father, the adoption father to Seto Kaiba. I mean, the man was jealous of his own son. That's a shame, really it is. You a man who's jealous of your own son, guess what? You ain't no daddy. You're just a guy who uses him for everything. You better glad we're gonna put you on child support. But hey, I mean, in this duel with Seto Kaiba, this monster only had was 1,800 attack points, zero defense, zero defense. And yet the reason why, because I bet you Kaizaburo created this monster. Created the one monster that no feared Kaiba. And that was Zodia. But he put it in a dark form way. A dark form. You feel me? Do you feel me on this? And then with Contract of Exodia, could say a lot. That means, hello, I'm contracting with a god. Please do not sit there and tell me that I'm going to sit here and say, Exodia, I'm contracting with you. You protect my land. I'm just saying. I'm sorry for laughing. Cause see what you gotta do with that card is you gotta send 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces of Exodia to the where card graveyard. I wonder what Joe would look like seeing this monster pop out of nowhere. Oh my god! It's Exodia! Forget about it. I'm running. You are a guy who dressed like a monster and you're running from this guy. Guess what? Ask him to protect you from the other monsters in the graveyard. There you go. Contract with Exodia. Cause see, again, a support monster still supports. How? In more ways, Exodia archetype. Forbidden One dual winner. This card gains attack, monster, spell, trap card, cannot be destroyed by a card effect or destroy itself. Cannot be summoned, cannot be normal summoned, nor set. Cannot be destroyed by battle. In more ways than one, hey, that's enough said. Then we, like I said earlier, he got distant cousins. Which cousin is this? Why, hey, this is cousin known as Exodios, the ultimate Forbidden Lord. This looked like Exodia before he became Exodia. Wow, that didn't make that one bit of sense. Wait, hold on. Yes, it did. Why? Because, I mean, look at how he was looking first and look at him now. Because the guy who introduced us to this monster was a guy named Adrian Gecko. Adrian Gecko from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Let me say something about this guy. Ow. What happened? I smacked myself. See, because if Pegasus was to create this monster to a tomb monster, I'm going to do another video on that. See what he would look like as a tomb. But once again, another monster that looks like a god. Again, another monster that looks like a god. And why do I say that twice? Because the height, the build, the power it has. Hello, hello, hello. That's like saying, whoa. Because one, let's just say he throws his fist like a certain God we know. Yep, right there. Obelisk Tormentor. See how he throwing his fist? See how he throwing his fist? Guess what? I don't think they're just related by cousins. I think they're distant relatives in more ways than one you could think about it. Think about it and I will tell you the truth. Cuckoo Pachu. Excuse me, I'm just having too much excitement here. I'm sitting in a certain place where it's hot. And then his duel with Aster. The first time this monster, Exodius, the ultimate forbidden lord, was made his appearance was the duel between Adrian Gecko, who controlled the Exodia pieces, and Aster Phoenix, who controlled Destiny Heroes. Oh my god, it's someone's destiny to lose. That day it was. That day it was. That day it was. Yes, sir. That day it was. Awesome. I mean, well, we gotta, at first we couldn't see him because he was too, dimmed and dark. But now, when we saw him in the next battle against Jesse Anderson, boy, let me tell you something. Wow. Don't say that monster don't look like a god card. Even his face says, I'm gonna beat you down, kid. You know what I'm saying? Look at his face. Doesn't that say, I'm gonna beat you down, kid? And then the ritual of the ultimate forbidden lord. You can never say that this monster can be a god. Contract with Exodia. Ritual of the ultimate forbidden lord. Hello, hello, that says God. That means you're making a contract with a god. And then, if you look at the chains from Exodia, and you look at the chains from the gate of Exodia, from Ritual of this Ultimate Forbidden Lord card, doesn't that say he was chained there for a reason? It's like he was mummified. Put it like that. But we set him free. And he already looked like he's supposed to be now. Hello? 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 Do you see it? I see it. Add from your hand. Activate from actives if destroyed by battle. Activate from your graveyard. Reveal your hand for effect. You draw a card. This card gains attack. Monster spell traps. Unaffected by other card effects. Summon cannot be normal summon. Cannot be normal set. Special summon itself from hand. Special summon monster limited activation. Which means, guess what? For every time you thought you gonna destroy a monster, forget about it. You can't destroy this guy. He's too good at what he do. Then Exod. Exod. The fortress. Exod something fortress. I forgot this guy's name. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a long time, so forgive me. This would be the one card that I used to have in my rock deck. I mean, come on, man. Who did not get this deck and think, oh my god, I'm going to beat this guy down? Someone please call Jesus. This says rob my opponent of his life points and his cards. Mm. Mm. set says, wow, incredible. I ain't talking about the heroes either. Because you know what you need to do to summon this guy? Oh, Master of the Guard. Sorry. Exalt Master of the Guard. Because you know what you need to do to make sure you can summon this monster? Is by sacrificing a Sphinx. Now, in more ways than one, a Sphinx is supposed to look like a lion mixed with a man's head. Or a lion mixed with the body of a human. Either way, Egyptians know what they were doing. Why? Because if you form your life with those types of ways, hey. And then, it's like you combine these two cards. Man-Eater Bug and Cannon Soldier. With a little bit, of a flip effect. Where Man-Eater Bug destroys one monster on the field. And then, you contribute one monster and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Now, if you mix that up a little bit, flip and without the tribute, there we go. Good look. Like I said, normal summon or set. This cannot be special summoned except by attribute one Sphinx monster from each time a Earth monster is flip summoned. While this card remains face up on the field, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Again, Man-Eater Bug and Cannon Soldier. Flip effect, no tribute, boom. Attack your opponent's life points directly. Then, Exodia, the ultimate incarnate. Scary guy he is. But I ain't gonna lie, because see, he's not only just a monster by himself, but he also have his own little trap card, I heard, that allows you, as an attack. Scary, but fascinating. I want that card. Yeah. Oh, the legendary Exodia Incarnate. Yeah. Well, I was right about one part. And I heard there's a trap called Obliterate. It's scary. It destroys magic and traps on the field. It's scary. Really, it is. And that's what makes this monster more powerful than any other. That will make this card a god card, because if it's a legendary Exodia Incarnate, return from your graveyard to your deck. For cards returned from your graveyard to your deck, upon attacking the acceleration, sends from your hand to your graveyard, send from your deck to the graveyard. This card gains attack summoning. Cannot be normal summon, special summon, cannot be set. Special summon itself from hand, banish itself from the field. Special summon monster. What you guys think, huh? Like, share, and leave a comment below. Think about the Pokevid. Think about this Yu-Gi-Oh video. Because when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, it's always time to duel.